Yo, I don't even know where to begin on this debacle of a fucking night. First of all, God bless America, and God bless me, and God bless you. It is currently 3:53 in the morning in Southern California, which means it's 6:53 in the morning on the East Coast, and Lord knows how late it is on the other side of the world or country, etc., etc., etc. What I do know is that it's 4th of July technically, so pew, 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 those are fireworks going off for you on this YouTube. But where do I begin? Number one, so y'all remember how I told you about how I kissed my crush and then I asked if he wanted my number and he was like no, and he drove off, and I was like, bye, but I love you. But I don't really love you. I just really like your lips and I would like to make out with you from time to time. Well, okay. So after that happened, I followed him on Instagram. I used to follow him. I unfollowed him because I was like, fuck you, dude. And then I kissed him and I was like, okay, I guess I can follow him again. He's pretty cool. And when I followed him, he blocked me on Instagram. And I was like, yo, is he twerped? Like, you mental? And then like a couple days later, he unblocked me. I don't know what mind games he's trying to play, but like, I'm a grown-ass woman. Like, we either fucking with each other or we ain't. And if we ain't fucking with each other, we can still be cool. Like, I'm not trying to fall in love with you. I was just trying to maybe make out with you from time to time. Maybe in your car or your backseat or like in my apartment or in my bed or yours. I don't know, whatever. Besides the point. Winter hits me up and she's like, let's go to this party tonight. I'm like, I don't know if I want to go. She's like, come. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll go. So I go with her and we show up to the house and we're like the first people there. And it was this motherfucker's house. I was like, hi. This is so awkward. And like, I'm a really laid back chick. If I'm not in love with you and we haven't fucked, like, we cool, we Gucci. Like, I'm not a crazy bitch. Like, yeah, of course I tried to fuck you. You're good looking. But that's about it. So, whatever. He's like making sideline comments. I'm like, whatever. I don't even care about your sideline comments. Shut the fuck up. Then we go to the club. The club is the most miserable. And when I say miserable place one could ever be in their life, it's not an exaggeration. We went to Warwick and like, even if you're in a VIP section, right? Like, say you get to somebody's table and you're sitting at someone's table. Even when you're at somebody's table, you like this. Like, completely boxed in, can't move, can't breathe, can't talk, can't sing, can't dance. It's like, what did I even come here for? So I end up, like, walking out of the club at, like, I'm not even kidding, 1:45. I try calling my cousin, A-Marie, aka my best friend. She's not really my cousin. It's whatever time on the East Coast because I know she's not going to answer, but I leave her a voicemail. I'm like, bitch, you never answer. And I'm like, duh, she's not going to answer. It's on the East Coast. So I'm just standing there and I'm ready to call an Uber, but like, I'm like waiting to see what everyone else is doing. So as I'm standing there, my crush comes pulling up in his whip and he's got a bitch in the front seat and a bitch in the passenger seat. And I was like, can you just drop me home? Like, you've been to my crib. I literally live 2 seconds away. And he said no, but then he unlocked the car and was like, get in. I was like, okay, so I hop in. Doesn't bring me home, brings me back to his crib to party. And I was like, okay, I guess we're totally not going to my house that's 2 seconds away. But like in the car ride, this girl's like talking about how she has like a boyfriend. She's like dumb as fucking rocks. Like, listening to her talk is like listening to nails on a fucking chalkboard. Mind you, everyone's fucked up except for him and me. He doesn't drink or smoke. I decided not to really drink. I had maybe 2 tequilas earlier in the night, like 8 p.m. Didn't have a single, when I say a single drink at the club, I didn't drink a single shit at the club. So listening to her speak was literally, like, it was like I'd rather be punched in my throat 1,000 times than hear her speak another fucking word. Like, another word. So I'm trying to be as friendly as I possibly can, but then like shut my eyes and pretend I'm going to sleep. And some girl was like, wait, isn't he gonna like bring you home? I'm like, well, my home was like 45 minutes ago. We totally drove past it. And then we end up at the party and there's like 1,000 people there. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not in the mood to socialize. I don't really want to talk to anybody. I'm in a bad mood. I like said something in the car. And he was like, I just want everyone to be quiet. AKA, I want you to be quiet. And I was like, why are you so mean? Like, I'm literally witnessing you be nice to everyone except for me. Like, we've never had a beef. We've never had a problem. I've never done anything to disrespect you. Like, then he, like, tried to tell the girls that I was a rapist. She's like, she's a rapist. Like, I tried to leave her apartment. She kicked the door down. And then she forced me to kiss her. You can't, motherfucker, you're about 198 pounds heavier than me and about 10 feet taller than me. Nobody forced you to do shit. If you kissed me, it's because you did. You wanted to. Okay? So I'm like, dude, like, you're so mean. And his boy's in the backseat. He looks at me and goes, he's not that mean. Just like, you know, he's not that mean to you. I go, actually, he is. And it's just to me. Like, he's not mean to the fucking bitch that's dumb as rocks in the front seat. And he's not mean to this bitch who's going off about earth science and Scientology in the fucking backseat. He's only mean to me that said, oh, okay, we're just going to drive past my street. I'm not going to go home tonight. Like, what? So whatever. We get to the crib, and I'm like, I'm just gonna sit in his fucking car until my Uber comes. I don't even want to go into this fucking party. So then he's like, get out of my car. But he says it in like the nastiest way ever. Like, mind you, I've been in there for like 10 minutes already. So I'm like, you're such a fucking asshole. Like, you're an asshole. So I get out of the car. He's like, I'm not an asshole. I'm like, I'm not gonna argue with you. I literally don't care about you enough to argue with you. Like, I literally thought you were like this fine ass motherfucker that I wanted to kiss and chase around the party because I thought you were so cute. But like, listen, honeys, there's a difference between like being in love with the motherfucker and just wanting to fuck a motherfucker. If I just want to fuck you and you ain't fucking me, okay, bye. See ya. But if I'm like fucking you and I love you, it's a totally different ballgame. But we ain't on that level, my dude. Like, you were cute to me. I like kissing you. If we did it a couple of times and we hooked up, okay, bet. Word. So I know my attitude. I check myself. So I'm just like sitting. He's like this long ass fucking driveway. So I'm like sitting on the stoop. And I'm sitting on the stoop waiting to call my Uber. And like Uber says like 16 minutes away. Then it changes to 20 minutes away. I'm like, oh my God, it's going to take forever. Mind you, it's like $25. So he comes out, he goes, why don't you just go inside the party? You don't need to sit outside. I'm like, you just acted like you didn't want me inside the party. He goes, no, go inside. I'm like, this dude is so fucking confusing. I'm like so fucking confused by this dude. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I go inside, I charge my phone. And the guy that he had like bouncing his gate so like random people wouldn't come in or blah, 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 blah. I knew him. He's been trying to date me forever. So I was like telling him I want to go home. He's like, oh yeah, I'll get you a car. I'll get you a car home. I'm like, okay, cool. Get me a car home. So he's like, he like group chats me with his friend and a limo driver. And he's like, yeah, pick her up at 3:30 in the morning. Mind you, I'm exhausted at this point. If you can't tell, I am exhausted right now. Like, could fall asleep as I'm talking to y'all, but I had to just let all this out right now. Plus I like my shirt, so I wanted to do a story time in the shirt. I'm like waiting for the driver, and the driver texts me. He's like, I'm at the bottom of the drive. I'm like, okay, cool. So I walk around the party, literally all the way around the party, and I find my crush in quotation marks. And I say, hey, I just want to say thank you for letting me chill. Thanks for letting me come inside. Thanks for letting me chill. Thanks for letting me eat a couple slices of pizza because they ordered a bunch of pizza. I'm not a mean person. I'm a very laid back chick. Even if someone's mean to me, if I can acknowledge the fact that even though whatever reason, whatever vendetta you have against me, you still allowed me to come inside after you basically said you didn't want me to come inside and chill and relax and eat food, means deep down inside, like, you're really probably not that bad of a guy. I don't know what game he feels like he needs to play with me. He doesn't need to play it. But regardless, before I left, I said thank you. And he was just like, oh, yeah, you're welcome. And I'm like, yeah, see? Thank yous and you're welcome and acknowledging that you appreciate what someone did to you. It's really not that big of a deal. So I walk all the way down this long-ass fucking driveway. I get into this limo and I go, this is taken care of, right? And he was like, no. So the guy that called me the limo is now not responding to the text messages about the limo. So the limo driver's like, just cash at me, like $10. I'm like, okay, cool. Mind you, the limo that I was in probably should have been about $25-30 minimum. So he brings me all the way home, and then here I am making this video for y'all. Confused as shit, just like, I'm at a bunch of fucking bitches tonight I can't fucking stand. And I guess for me, I'm like, I've lost all faith in what men find attractive. Like, I'm all for people having their addictions. Like, you want to go out and you want to blow 17 lines of coke, cool. But like, how does a man find that a female that can barely stand up, barely take care of herself, how does he find that attractive? I don't know. Anyways, it is literally now 4:03 in the morning, and I still have to wipe my makeup off, brush my teeth, chug a whole bottle of water, and lay in bed. Honestly, at this point, I'm probably doing absolutely nothing tomorrow. 4th of July? Yeah. Happy Independence Day. Hope y'all got some dick, because I didn't. Hope y'all got some kisses, because I didn't. Hope y'all got some cuddles, because I didn't. But guess what? A bitch is fucking fine. Literally and figuratively. I love y'all. Oh, by the way, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, XXO Danielle, and Swallow It Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to my podcast and catch up on Apple. What the fuck? Oh, what motherfuckers think they could text me at 4 o'clock in the morning? Are you, like... Okay, Danielle, just what's up? Don't forget to subscribe to my podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Play. And don't forget to go to Amazon and buy my book, Don't Be That Bitch. And don't be the bitch doing this at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, don't go to an after party unless there's like guaranteed dick. And don't get whack ass dick. Whatever dick. Get dick that really, really, really wants to, you know, fuck you the way you deserve to be fucked. Kiss you the way you deserve to be kissed. Rubs your hair and rubs your back and sings you lullabies to sleep. 110%. Okay? Be that bitch.